Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 10th inning with Nick Mattos.
Oh, put me in cold. I'm ready to play today. Put me in cold. I'm ready to play today. Look at me. I can be center field.
Welcome to the 10th inning. I'm Nick Mattos here in the Lethal Weapon 2 studios with my producer, David Perkins. And boy, it's good to be back, David. Last time we were in the studio here was March 6th. I got my knee replaced on March 8th, and I'm feeling much better. And you know what? That day we did a podcast, and we named it Setbacks or Setups. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that podcast because we're coming into the playoffs now at the end of the season here. There's 3 games left, and the Warriors really had a tough go of it initially. On February 28th, Kevin Durant got injured, and we did a podcast, and I called it Setbacks or Setups because I felt that that was an opportunity for other players on the Golden State Warriors to step up. And by golly, they certainly did. Initially, they started off a little slow there, losing 5 of the first 7 games. But that was understandable because they had no time to practice, and they had to get adjusted with playing without, I believe, the best player in the NBA. Now, Kevin Durant, we've got an opportunity to watch him here, and he's a really talented player. Just love all the special talent that Kevin Durant has. He's 7 foot tall. He can rebound. He shoots, blocks shots, just does it all. And the Warriors, I think, the more they played with him, a lot of them got just to sat back and watched Kevin Durant like we all do. After he got injured, I really thought this was an opportunity for the other players on the team to increase their roles. And sure enough, that day on March 6th when we did our podcast, I had Jerry Robinson and the P of I, Bob Seymour, had joined me, and we talked a lot about the Golden State Warriors. Jerry was very adamant that he believed the same as I did, that setback was going to be a setup for other players on the Warriors. And he basically said that he thought that the Warriors needed to find their groove. And sure enough, the Warriors have run off 13 consecutive victories after starting out 5 wins, 5 losses out of their 7 games there. They did lose their back-to-back winning streaks of not losing 2 games in a row. They actually lost a 3rd game in a row. But the Warriors turned it around. And they turned it around, and things have gone just exactly how I thought they would. There's some players now that have really stepped up for the Golden State Warriors. And the player that really I've noticed has really increased his productivity is Andre Iguodala. Andre is definitely the best 6th man in the NBA, and he comes off the bench now, and he's starting to score points. He's really got his legs underneath him, and he's going to be a huge factor when Kevin Durant comes back. The Warriors are going to be so deep that when Kevin Durant gets back, they're going to go ahead and win the NBA championship. There's no doubt in my mind now, if Draymond Green, if Klay Thompson, and if Steph Curry stay healthy, and a healthy, fresh Kevin Durant comes back, the Golden State Warriors will win the NBA championship. And, amazingly, during this 13-game win streak, the Warriors have defeated 6 playoff teams. And they've also defeated the Houston Rockets twice in this 13-game win streak. But the game that stands out to me, which I believe is going to go so far in the Warriors' ability to take care of the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Division Conference Championship, because there's no doubt I believe it will be the Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Championship. The Warriors were playing San Antonio and got down by 20 points in the first quarter. And unbelievably, the Warriors were able to battle back and defeat San Antonio in that game at San Antonio without Kevin Durant. That's unbelievable right there. I mean, for the Warriors to do that in San Antonio without Kevin Durant, that's going to go a long way for the Warriors to defeat San Antonio, who they know that if they cannot beat the Warriors without Kevin Durant, when Kevin Durant gets back, and the great thing for the Warriors is they're going to get Kevin Durant back here for the last 3 games of the regular season. And that's going to give the Warriors an opportunity and Kevin Durant to get reacquainted, to get readjusted to the new style of play when Kevin comes back. Because obviously the Warriors had to readjust when he got injured, and there will be a readjustment when he gets back. So look for the Warriors to go ahead and to defeat the San Antonio Spurs and get to the NBA championship. And during this break here where Kevin Durant has been out rehabbing, it's also given an opportunity for Klay Thompson to step up. And we talked about Andre Iguodala, how he's increased his productivity. Well, Klay Thompson has done the same. Klay, when he was playing with Steph and Kevin, was really trying to find his spot on the team. Since Kevin's been gone, things have gone back to how they had been here in the years past, and Klay has found his confidence. I believe now that the Warriors have 3 legitimate scorers, and when you have 3 scorers like this, there's just no stopping you. I mean, one of the shooters could be off, but that allows 2 other shooters to come through. So things are really lining up well for the Golden State Warriors, and the recipe for success is to keep their 3 main players right now healthy, get Kevin Durant back, readjustment here in the last 3 games of the season, go into the playoffs with a positive attitude and a healthy team, and get by the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference NBA Championship. They will be the Eastern Conference Championship. LeBron James has got the team rewrited now. They had a little period there where they were not playing very good basketball. I believe we're going to see a rematch of the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors, but I think this year it's going to be a different outcome. So look for the Golden State Warriors to win the 2017 NBA Championship. I want to thank my producer, David Perkins, for letting me be here in the Lethal Weapon 2 studio. Good to be back in the studio. And look for the 10th inning with Nick Mattos soon on your podcast, iTunes, and on YouTube. Thanks for joining me.